morning, guys. It's John. It's Saturday morning, and I'm getting ready to do my last shave of this week with my Groundhog Day contest in mind. So, again, I'm going to be using Shave Worx The Didge, which is eucalyptus and menthol, and I'm going to be using my razor, which is a 1930s Gillette new Norfolk gold with the Personna Blue blade in it. The same blade, the same razor all week I used. My brush is going to be the same brush I used all week, which is the Ortega Custom 24mm Black Horsehair, and it's been soaking. And I'm doing something a little different even today. It's been soaking in this Georgetown Pottery Scuttle that is filled with hot water from the microwave. And I've been soaking my brush in the hot water also. This was lent to me by Anthony McKenzie from South Florida Wet Shavers. He was nice enough to let me try one because I was thinking about buying one. So I wanted to try one out before I bought it. So it's always good to talk to your guys that you know in your area. And if they have a piece of equipment that you're interested in getting, swap something, try it out, see how you like it before you buy it. That's the great thing about being in a community like this. And of course, my aftershave is going to be my homemade eucalyptus lemon concoction that I made with witch hazel, vegetable glycerin, eucalyptus essential oil, and a few drops of lemon essential oil. That's all that's in there. And it felt really great on my face all week. So I've got my puck blooming, and I've already showered. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of the bloom water on my cheeks and my face. I like this. Most people, you'd use this one time and you'd say, eucalyptus. I'm not really sure if I like that a lot, And then you'd put it down, and you might not use that soap. It could be any soap that you use, and you might put that down, and you might not use it again for months. You might not ever pull it out again if you have as many soaps as I do. But you learn to appreciate your soap when you use it 6-7 days in a row. We're going to build a load. I like to kind of hold my brush and my soap a little upside down when it's a super hard puck like this one, so that I can get the soap deeper into the bristles. It's moving in that direction. It's not necessary, of course, but it's just something I like to do. Saw somebody do it, and I try to emulate it. All right, so I got a nice load going here. Beautiful. So now I'm going to finish actually building it in the scuttle. And, okay, so my first impressions about the scuttle is I really never used one before. It's definitely it looks like it'll definitely keep my soap warm, okay, once the lather's built, there's no doubt. But if you could see what's happening with my brush is the handle of my brush, unless you have a very long handle, as you're stirring this, the handle is completely getting submerged in the soap. So this particular scuttle, if I were to use this, I would have to use it with something that has a really long handle that wouldn't be protruding directly into that. But I'm going to work with this the way it is. So I've got lather going, and I'm going to, okay, so that for sure definitely is hot lather. There's no doubt in my mind that lather is way hotter than when I don't use a scuttle. That's for sure. It's nice and warm on my face. I can definitely feel it. And I'm working the brush all around underneath the hair follicles to lift them. I've already pretty much prepped my face in the shower and pulled all the dead skin off that I had that was there. Guys, the pre-shave ritual that you hear everybody talking about, that a lot of guys say, well, I don't really do that. I don't really feel the need. You don't have to, okay? You could just wet your face and go to town with your razor. You absolutely can do that. But the whole purpose of that ritual is not only major enjoyment as being part of your ritual shave, but it's building up, it's refreshing your skin, it's moisturizing and conditioning your skin, it's exfoliating the follicles and your pores so that your skin tightens up and is nicer and fresher and healthier. So there's way more to it than just wetting your face. Way more than just wetting your face. Okay, so what I've learned this week is if you catch the correct angle on your razor, no matter if it's a straight razor, a DE, a SE, whatever it is, the correct angle is going to make that the most enjoyable shave. You work your face without any weepers. And we're all about having that enjoyable shave. Okay. So, the soap, okay? It's eucalyptus and menthol. It's named the Didge after a eucalyptus tree that the Aborigines in Australia, tons and tons of millions of billions of years ago, they took this tree limb that ants lived in, and they hollowed these tree limbs out. And they made these instruments that they played. And the instruments were called didgeridoos. I believe I pronounced that right. So these didgeridoos, these wind instruments from the eucalyptus tree, this is what this soap is based on. This is my fourth Shave Worx soap that I've used. I own two, and I got two in this pass around. And I highly recommend their soaps. I will say the day they come out with aftershaves, I will be doing the Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead, thank God. Yes, because I would love to have the aftershave that matches every single one of their scents. They have Grapelicious, which is like grape soda, but there is no, I don't believe there's a matching aftershave for any of these. So they have 8 varieties of soaps. You need to go to their website. It's an Etsy page, Shave Worx with an X. I've got a bar mitzvah to photograph at noon. So I'm going to have a very nice shave this morning with no rush. Very smooth and comfortable shave. I don't shave every day, okay? So I'm going to explain how I feel about the DE razor. I had to shave every day with the DE razor. The day that I switch back tomorrow to a straight edge, I'll only have to shave Sunday and Tuesday, because the superiority of the straight razor as far as closeness and the better shave dictates to me that I don't have to shave nearly as often to get a close shave, and my hair doesn't grow back as fast. Now, I don't know if that's just me or if that's everyone that uses a straight razor, but I find personally, okay, I got a little tiny red one right there. I find that I'm shaving every day now. Even if I don't want to, I feel that growth there, and I'm compelled to get it off of my face. So, as far as DE goes, yes, listen, I like this razor a lot, and I would buy this razor. This Gillette, and I think the shave from it is fantastic. For if you're a guy that needs to shave every day, absolutely go for it. Wow, this scuttle thing. If you're looking, the only thing you care about is getting a warm, rich, warm lather that stays warm for all your passes. This is the thing for you to shave with. But if you're not so interested in that it's warm, if you're not so interested in using up a whole load of space on your countertop in your bathroom, because this thing is definitely big, you know? I mean, look at the size of the brush compared to it, so it's definitely big. And you have to have, in my opinion, for me to enjoy using that thing, I have to have something that's got a really long handle that wouldn't get lost inside of it. So maybe the company that makes the scuttles could make a actual brush handle that would fit it perfectly, like my friend Alejandro Pistoia. His lathering bowl has a groove cut out in it, and granted it's just a lathering bowl, but his brush fits right in it, so your brush is not sitting, the handle's not completely sitting in it. So, and it's way shallower, but just the right shallowness for it. So, you know, that's just my opinion, guys. So, a little quick talk about colognes. I've been hearing a lot of guys on Facebook talk about colognes and ask questions. You know, there's new guys that need to learn how to do everything, that are kids that are just starting off. So, one of the questions that I saw presented was, I have an eau de toilette. How do I apply that? Do I splash it like an aftershave? I was going to shave this off, but I changed my mind halfway through my shave, by the way. And the answer is no. An eau de toilette is a cologne. You don't splash it. What you do is you take it, and this is only if it's actually the type that doesn't have an atomizer on it, which is a sprayer. Here's Floyd Blue. Floyd Blue is an eau de toilette, and it has a small hole in the top. All you would do was you would put your finger over the hole, you turn it over, and then you'd put a couple of finger dollops of the cologne on the back of your neck. Me personally, I've learned some stuff from the best, and what I've learned, same thing if you were using David Off's cool water that has a spray, you would spray it behind your neck once or twice on each side. And if you wanted more cologne, you would put it on your shoulder blades, not on your chest, not in the middle of your neck, ever in the middle of your neck, especially after you shaved, because this skin is very sensitive, and colognes, eau de toilettes and stuff, they have alcohol in them. That would definitely irritate your skin. So, recommendation number 1, on the back behind your ears and on your shoulders. And think about it like this, you know, you're a guy, you put on your cologne, you put it on your chest where it's permeating from your chest, okay, or under your neck. The only person that's going to get a good whiff of that is the person that's standing directly in your face. But if you're in a bar or at a dance or something and people are walking by you, they're going to smell it off your shoulders. They're walking on the side of you. They're not walking in front of you. So that's the place to put the cologne. That's where it goes. You're probably wondering to yourself, wow, that John is a man about town. He knows everything. I don't. But I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and there's this thing on the internet that's amazing. It's called Google. Anything and everything in the world you could possibly want to know, Google. But don't just Google one thing. Google 50 different guys and listen to what all of them say, and then find what works best for you. So that was my shave, my last shave for Groundhog Day week, the Didge. I would highly recommend it. It's eucalyptus and menthol, and it's got just the right amount. My brush, James Ortega Custom. Sorry guys, I know you can't see it because of the scuttle, but it's a very pretty, handmade, 24 millimeter Black Horsehair. Okay, and I believe the knot is Nathan Clark's, just in case anybody was interested in knowing that information. The scuttle is a Georgetown Pottery Scuttle that was lent to me by Anthony McKenzie, my friend. Anthony, thank you for the loan of this. It was enlightening to use it once and see how I felt about it. And of course the razor. The razor is the 1930s Gillette Norfolk Gold with the Personna Blue. I believe it's the same as the Med Prep. I'm not positive, but that's the one. This has 5 shaves on it as of today. This is the 5th shave on it. And this razor was, and the soap was a pass around from Todd Goodman. So Todd, thank you very much for the pass around. I'll be passing it on next week to whoever's next. And you guys, I hope you got something from my shave. And please leave comments below. And guess what? Have a great shave.